Previously on Late Night Art Attack.
What's up, people? What's up? Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. It's our 50th episode of Late Night Art Attack with me, Jerome Judge Hinds, and the man Raul and T. What say thee, Mr. T?
Yeah, I'm doing the 50th. I'm going to be drawing myself, the character with a 50th.
You're enjoying himself. Fantastic. All right, a second. My music's too loud. Will you please turn that down, young man? Will you please turn that down? All right, that's more civil. Right, so you're drawing yourself. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing this. Now, are you going to be in a costume, or you're just going to be civilian R&T?
Oh, no, the avatar. I'm drawing the avatar.
Oh, the avatar you. All right, yes. Okay, yeah, I had to draw that. I redrew that for one of our thumbnails. It's quite complex, you know, your avatar,
Yeah.
your animated avatar. I didn't realize it was that complex. The chains and that metal hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, I had to bring up my Jim Starlin-esque qualities to do that. God damn.
Are you doing your Gene Colan?
Nah. Today I'm coloring a cover from that I've done for Thunder Zone, and this. Remember we did this a few weeks ago. We both were drawing Phase, the guy top right here.
Oh.
We were both drawing Phase a few weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
And as I completed it, Dan is making it into a cover. So I'm going to come in here today and start to put the colors on this. And it's also in tribute of my book that's just been released, because in the book, any of you who tuned in last week, we know that the book is full of exercises that I did here at Thunder Zone. It's called How to Draw Characters from the Thunder Zone. So this is very similar to what's in the book, but of course it's a brand new piece. And I thought it'd be nice to do this on the show, because my Super Saturdays draw along, we're actually exploring the exercises in the book. Yes. In fact, actually, don't let me talk too much. Let me just run a quick trailer for what I did last time out in Super Saturday Draw Along. And we'll be back here in a moment, because Raul has some big news. So please stay tuned after this trailer. Let's see what Mr. T has to say to you and me. Okay, here we go. I'm pressing the wrong thumbnail.
Previously on Super Saturdays Draw Along.
That's why I love to draw, and I wanna create Super Saturdays, Super Saturdays, Super Saturdays, draw along.
So you saw that and you heard that, and it's ample, perfect that we're putting that on this time, because from next week, our shows are going to swap times. So Super Saturdays will be at 1 a.m. on a Saturday morning, where Late Night Art Attack is now. And you can check Raul and myself here at 6 p.m. in the usual Super Saturdays spot, right on the 50th episode. Isn't that right, Raul?
That's correct. Well, correct. We're gonna. Well, this is the 50th show, 250
Yeah.
America. So that's great. Some
Yeah,
change. I
man.
told you some changes were coming.
Excellent, man.
Lots
Oh,
of
your drawing is
changes.
looking sweet already. So actually, I'm gonna get a reference. Oh, so I'm forgetting my music.
Yeah, we need the reggae music. Bob Marley.
Actually, it's not quite Bob Marley. It's me
Oh, what is you? Oh,
doing some AI programming. Well, I used to mix this. I used to play this kind of stuff back in the day.
oh yeah, the
I
clubs.
had like a small studio. Yeah, I have my own studio and all that kind of stuff. It's great fun. Great fun.
Wow. Studio.
I'm a
time.
bit out of it at the moment, man. I've been watching so much World Cup.
Yeah, who's
And,
winning? Did England still in the game?
Yeah, England is still there.
Wow.
Yeah, man. And they're playing tomorrow morning. In fact, my Super Saturdays show later today at 6 p.m., I had to pre-record it because at the same time, that I normally, I mean, quite embarrassing to admit this, but at the time that I'm broadcasting, that time in the morning, that is when England is playing Norway.
Oh no!
And it's once every 4 years, you know what I mean? So I had to do a recording of tomorrow's episode. So I'll be drawing Mist. That's one of my characters from SupaCross, which you can find her in the Thunderzone publication SupaCross, which is now actually all the back issues are available on Kickstarter campaign for what I'm drawing here now, Guys with Powers. There's a tier where you can actually get all of the back issues of SupaCross. And yeah, for this week's show, I'll be drawing Mist. Yeah, man.
Is it that your favorite character, Mist?
She's one of my favorite characters. I know she's. Oh, no, I'm going to be offensive here. I'm not sure which is my favorite. I like each of them for different reasons. But but she has an exercise in the book that is full length with a little bit of foreshortening, and it's nice to demonstrate that kind of exercise. So it's just that her pose was ideal for Super Saturday's draw along.
Oh, I see.
More of a case of that, really.
When will we see your cover for the Guys with Powers, the one you drew?
This may be a stretch goal if they get to it, or another variant added at the end of the campaign. I'm not quite sure what Dan has in mind, but it's going to be something along those lines.
That's terrific. Chose it for the cover. It does look like a cover.
Well, I have a habit of drawing things with things like that in mind. And actually, I'm actually doing my base colors now. And what I like to do is, what I can show you here is, you see, I put the base browns in for Cosmos. I'm actually going to go to each character and put in their base colors.
Oh, good.
So Trey,
that explanation helps.
Yeah. So you see, Trey was white out, right?
Yeah, white out.
I'm going to put in his. Yeah, I'm going to put in his base color.
Good. So you're starting with base colors. Excellent.
Yeah. And Domenico, here's his white out. I can start with a basic base color of brown there.
Why would
I
you
will fill in the other colors
white out?
later. Yeah, it's because, if I didn't have that, you would see through the characters. You'd see the special effects in the back. My stuff is always in layers.
Oh,
So when I come
okay,
to
okay.
when I come to color, Radioactive Girl, I will switch off Cosmo so I can get to her properly.
Mm.
Now she and Shamika are slightly different shades of brown compared to the guys. So let's look at Radioactive Girl. And I'm going to change her skin tone. It's going to be a little bit lighter. I mean, they're all black. She's a little bit lighter than them, as is Shamika. So let's come in here. And then I will do phase later. So that's all the base flowers done.
Radioactive Girl.
Yeah. Yeah, she's all right. She's all right, mate.
I think her name's Jasmine. That's pretty cool.
Yes. Where's my reference? I need my color guides. What the? Don't I have a color guide here? All right, a second. It's going to be on
Dan should supply you
GWP.
all that. He should supply you the color guides.
No, I've got everything here you need. Right? I did the whole trailer for Guys with Powers.
Oh, you did?
So,
oh, okay, yeah.
There's
You have it. You have all
no
that.
excuse. It's me and my bad filing away of stuff.
No.
I've got loads of color guides here. Just trying to
So
see
how's
which is the best one.
the shilling going with the
It's going all right.
Was it? Oh, good.
The shilling. Jesus. Kerry.
I'm
shilling
always
is
saying that
going all right.
because what is it? Christian or Zappo, he used that same terminology in one of his promos. Chill.
Shilling, man. Yeah, man.
I was like, what?
Yeah, you got to shill.
The shilling. Instead of the shining, the shilling.
The shilling. Yeah, that sounds quite funny.
Make a whole episode of you in it. Shilling the book. The Shilling. Starring Jerome.
I'm just going to. Hey, I messed up part of his costume. He's got another line on his costume that I haven't seen.
Oh.
It goes over the shoulder, and there's one around the arm. Oh, I got to go back to my inks layer. There's a piece of detail here that I didn't see. Not paying attention, boy. Oh, sorry. On the outside, there's another line that goes down here. On the inside, here. I didn't notice that before. And that's going to come up here.
They're going to be looking for a time slot for Drop Zone Gaming too. My gaming.
That's
hour.
normally on a Saturday, right?
I think I was doing it on this Saturday, but it was at
Yes.
night too.
Ah, so you're going to go to a time slot that's more in the daytime for that, yeah?
Yeah. So
The
Pops
Drop
is
Zone.
looking
I
for
love that
some
name.
Drop Zone Gaming.
Yeah, the problem is here, the times are so full here at MadLads, right? I mean, trying to find a time slot, it's not easy.
Yeah, especially like in the daytime. That's what everybody does.
Yeah. Yes.
I'm just happy
Of
I made it
course.
to the Big 5-0.
The big five. Oh no, I did the wrong color. I'm not concentrating.
Oh,
Hang on. This is meant to be gray. Hang
need
on,
an
hang
assistant.
on. God damn.
You need an assistant to help you.
Yeah. No. What I need is some concentration, mate. That's what I need. Okay, change this to gray. No, another layer. This is going to be brown. My layer etiquette. Change this to gray. Right. Okay. So here we are. That's not rich enough, is it? So with pastel.
Maybe.
There. Let's go in and touch up.
Mm-hmm.
Touch up.
Who do you think is going to win the World Cup?
I think France is going to win.
Wow, France.
Yeah. Yeah. I want England to win, of course, but I think France will win. Yeah.
When I've been watching the World Cup, they've been tied. Every team is 1-1 going to overtime. That's how good they are.
Yeah. The standard is very high in this World Cup, and no game is particularly easy. I mean, Belgium beat America quite heavily, but that's to be expected. I think they beat America 3 or 4-1. But Belgium is they got beat yesterday by Spain. But the gap between Belgium and the USA is quite big. So, it's quite obvious that the USA was going to take a heavy defeat there.
Oh, what happened when Mexico fought the UK? Do you remember this?
Yeah, the UK beat them 3-2, I think it was.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was a very good game.
Mm-hmm.
England have got enough players that they could win that competition. It's just a bit of luck on the day, and if their best players turn up and actually play the best they can. But it's going to be very difficult to beat France or Argentina. Argentina and France, I think, are the strongest.
Wow.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to do the tribute to the World Cup champ when I come back on the show.
You're going to do a tribute? Jesus. This Raul, man.
I'll just draw the team. That's all I mean. The winning team.
Man.
And then Trump handing him the trophy.
Oh, God, Trump.
The Trumpinator.
The Trumpinator, man. I don't know if you know, one of your players from the USA got sent off. And Trump intervened and said that you get a red card, which means you get a one-match ban.
Mm-hmm.
So Trump intervened and got the card delayed. So he was accused of interfering with the game. But he raised an interesting point. See, Raul, I'm not sure what it's like in basketball or baseball or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But in football, if you get something called a red card, you get sent off the field. Now, when that happens, there is a tribunal that you can appeal to. And if, upon closer examination, it's found that you were sent off unfairly by the referee, you can have that card, what you call rescinded. Now, everybody thought that this was normal, but turns out it's not.
And is that what happened?
Trump exposed that you can't get a card rescinded in the World Cup. You can in every other competition, but not the World Cup.
Oh,
which is, yeah, that's actually, technically speaking, that's not right. That shouldn't happen. So yeah, people say he was trying to help America. So, I mean, maybe he was, but at the end of the day, he raised a valid point. Why couldn't they have an independent tribunal review the red card? Because to be honest, Raul, it wasn't really a red card. I agree that the referee, everybody agrees. Okay, most people agree that the referee got it wrong. It's not as if Trump is saying that and people disagree with him. The majority of pundits agree that, they got it wrong.
Oh, wow. So Trump caught that.
Yeah.
That's good. I'm glad he did that.
But you know,
Was he at the
anything
game?
to. I think he was at the. No, he's doing something in Egypt at the moment, right?
Oh,
He's
okay.
got his yeah, he's got something going on with what's it?
The
The
non-ceasefire.
Gulf. Yeah, the ceasefire thing. He's got all that going.
Oh no.
So I'm not sure if he's been at any of the games.
Well, be careful if you come to the States. There's
Yes.
there's some kind of disease flying around.
Huh? What do you mean? Like what?
It's a food thing. It's a bacteria that causes having to go to the bathroom, dehydration, some kind of bacteria in the produce.
Oh, all right. Is it in a particular area of America or
Oh
all
no,
over?
it's all America.
God damn.
Yeah, that's how I was trying to tell you. Like, let's see, like, look at this thing. I'm hearing about it in the news. So Taco Bell, you don't want to be eating any of that.
What?
Because it has all
It's
this.
a
It's all
terrible
just
time for
produce. It's not meat. So this Taco Bell produces a lot of its products with produce, lettuce, tomatoes, cilantro, especially, and so it's caused like a lot of problems here in the States. Let's see.
Wow.
Bacteria. It's not E. coli. Some kind of new one. Kind of like Slycopan or something. See if I find it. Oh, Silospora. Oh no, Silopona. Silopona. Yes.
Salamander?
Silospora it's a
Wow.
microscopic parasite that infects the small intestine, and it comes from
God
food
damn.
and water contaminated with feces, usually during
Oh.
farming in certain countries. So these are the
Oh,
foods
that
you should
sounds
stay away
brutal.
from: basil, cilantro, raspberry, snow peas, and leafy greens.
Leafy greens. Oh man.
So
Poor
you
leafy
could
greens.
use symptoms. You get like watery diarrhea, nausea, stomach cramps. So you got to wash the produce. People are going crazy.
Right.
Let's see how many are infected. I don't eat that. I don't eat produce. So I'm not a big on lettuce, tomatoes, and all that. Let's
Well, that
see
sounds
how
a bit
many.
scary.
Let's see if it's. I'll tell you which. No. How many states? How many people? Let's see. In the hospital, I heard a lot. I just want to see it. All right. So this is the current situation. The latest CDC hospitalization data as of June the 27th. So let's see, they've got examples. So Alabama. Oh, so I'm in Florida. So that's where I got concerned. See, that's how I was like, what?
What the hell?
I know. That's what got me nervous. And speaking of Florida, since I'm in Florida again, so they're talking about Cuba. Cuba receiving some kind of drones.
From where?
And that Cuba might be able to launch some drones to the States.
Into the States?
Yeah, the lower part near Cuba. So
that's where all the
does not
Cubans live.
happen. I know. Oh no. Cuba. Let's see, drones. Let's see what they're talking about here. Cuba now has more than 300 military drones. So they acquired over 300 military drones from Russia and Iran. And this is the one we got to watch out for. It's called the Shahed 136. It's a kamikaze drone. It's a kamikaze drone.
What the hell?
That's terrible. So it ranges up to 1,000 miles. It has 100 pounds explosive, and it's like a flying bomb. So this one could reach. Drones in Cuba could reach Key West, Miami, and even New York. Oh wow!
I think it's scaremongering. They would never do that.
I hope this Cuba's gonna get annihilated.
You're bloody right, they would. But that would start a third world war.
Ugh. So we gotta watch out.
I think it's scaremongering. I don't think.
Oh, scaremongering. Okay, good.
Yeah, I don't believe it's gonna happen.
The thing is, I don't like when it's news about Florida. You know, so it's good. It affects me with this bacteria thing, and then I was like, oh, someone must be doing that. And then they're talking about Cuba with the drones. Oh no. And now we have the end of the ceasefire.
I thought I was back on.
No.
Is it? What? It's ceasefiring again?
No, the end of it.
Yeah. The end of the ceasefire. God damn.
Man, I was trying to feel. It's not that not feeling safe. It's just like I can't have gasoline prices rising and everything going up again after they brought it all down.
You know, I understand a bit like a communist here, right? But you know what? I reckon those gasoline prices going up, right, is just an excuse. You know, whether or not they're at war, right, the slightest excuse to make that gasoline more expensive, you know they're going to do it.
Oh, I see.
I don't believe in personally. I don't think the gasoline prices need to be that high.
Of course. They need to bring it down again. Like it went down, but I'm afraid it's going to go up again.
Yeah, any excuse.
Also making any excuse to charge more. Okay.
Yeah, it's same as house prices, right? Any excuse to overcharge for a house. I think no matter how many houses you build, they're gonna find a way to charge you a lot of money for a house.
Ugh.
It's just did you know before 1900 you had no tax in America? There's no such thing as income tax.
No tax.
And Trump said that if he was there for long enough, he would get rid of income tax. He makes the point he made the point that if you work with tariffs in a proper way, then what they used to do, you don't need to charge people income tax. And I believe him.
Oh, that's terrific. Just charging tariffs.
Yeah. There's always an excuse to take people's money.
Well, Iran is actually threatening to try to assassinate Trump. Yeah, they got signed.
Well, they better hurry up. I'm sure America's going to try to do it.
Right, but now we got the whole country saying that.
I think Trump has resigned himself to the fact that he probably will be assassinated. I mean, these people are crazy. I mean, in England, there's a lady called Anne Widdecombe. And she's a long-time politician, or she was. And someone murdered her yesterday.
Really?
Yeah. She's an ex-popular politician, very conservative. She became a bit of a TV personality in recent years. She'd go on dancing shows, all kinds of pop culture, even though she's a conservative older lady, white lady. And because of all this leftist rhetoric, someone went into her house yesterday and killed her.
What? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
And she's very anti-LGBTQ.
Oh.
These people don't mess around, man. They kill people. You know, like Charlie Kirk and all that.
Yeah.
People, they want you dead, man. Tough stuff.
I know. That's it. Be glad you're in Singapore.
So, we got our fair share of
Just
nutcases out here as well, mate. I tell you.
No, safe.
Jeez, Raul, you're fast, man. Bloody hell.
That's only line art. I still got to do the shading.
You are so fast.
Nah, that's just line
Excellent.
art. Take a look at mine.
Amazing.
Let's see. Now we add some shading. Okay. Let's go for where I want my good shading at. There we go.
Oh, she's got green eyes.
Oh, so you're going to be coloring the cover?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, radioactive girls got green eyes, man. God damn. But I'm going to exaggerate them. I'm going to make them super green. Super green.
That's good that they made her green eyes, like the Incredible Hulk. She's radioactive.
Oh, yeah. I suppose that makes sense.
Speaking of that, the radioactive stuff. So I always wondered, you know, if what would happen to somebody if they went to the moon or to Mars or anything like that. So it turns out, there's a lot of radiation when you go out in space, and it's a high chance you'll definitely get cancer. So I was like, oh no, I am never doing that. You know, when someone offers you, like maybe in the future, oh, you want a trip to the moon or a flight outside of the planet? You know, you're gonna win a trip where you could fly around the Earth, and you know, outside of the Earth and in space. So that brings you really close to radiation. So
yeah,
I was starting to think about that the other day. I was like, oh, it's terrible. You know, that's pretty bad. And then I was like, what about if, you know, like in the future, maybe I want to take like flights, airplane flights, you know, around the country or something, you know, or maybe I want to go to Japan or something like that, or Singapore.
Yeah.
And I started to think, man, I don't think that stuff's good for you, flying that high in the atmosphere. And I was like, oh no. I was like, I'm not doing that. There's a good chance I might get cancer from that. So I'm not too sure, Jerome. I'm not too sure. Because I normally don't fly. You know?
Oh, you normally travel everywhere by land?
I did, but when I went to South America, I would fly a little bit. But I mean, like, that was when I was a lot younger. But I normally, you know, like I was thinking, I don't think that flying on a plane is any good for you. That's what I'm trying to get at. Yeah. The altitude. And then if you start from regular states, if you try to go to the moon, out to the atmosphere, it's just full of radiation. There's nothing protecting you.
Nah.
Yeah, so that's what's happening when they go to these missions on the moon for like a year. I was always thinking about obviously there's no gravity, but there's no gravity, and then there's just radiation.
Do you believe any part of that conspiracy that we never went to the moon in the 1960s?
No, but there's so much proof that it almost looks like we didn't.
Yeah,
I never
that's the
believed
thing,
it
isn't
though.
it?
I believed that we did go because there was no internet. There was no teacher to educate me. But later on, when I got older, I was like, there's a strong possibility
Yeah.
that we didn't go to the moon. I don't know why they would stage something like that.
Well, it was a race, wasn't it? It was what they call the space race between Russia and the US. And whoever gets the bragging rights.
Oh, I see.
That's what it comes down to, man. There's something called the Van Allen belt.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that the radiation you were talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Yeah, the Van Allen belt. Or this, it has to be low. I don't know, if you go too far out of, then it's just radiation. It's just so it's not good. It's just not good to go into space. Doesn't matter how good technology gets. It's not good for your body.
The body.
Because the ship obviously can't help you from the radiation. Zero gravity. Oh no. That's terrible, right?
Yeah.
So you know what? If you're going in space and there's radiation hitting you all over and you're getting sick, the slow process, but imagine the aliens. They must be full of radiation. Why isn't anybody said that they're poison? When you make contact with an alien, they're not gonna help you. They're giving off radiation because they were born in it.
I was watching a show the other day on whether we or another species travel to another solar system or planet. And they showed you the distances that are involved. And the propulsion you would need to get there. Because you need to have a certain thrust so you can get there, right? And for the amount of engine power that you would need, it's just not possible. We can't get to another planet.
But to make it to those planets, wouldn't they
they're
need
too far away.
a nuclear bomb as like a missile to shoot them off? They'd have to drop a nuclear bomb on the space station in order to get that far. That's what I think.
Something like that. I mean, no one could live through it. It's just too far. When you talk about something that's light years away, to travel at the speed of light and take a year to get somewhere, there's no way that we can get to that place. It's too far away.
That's true.
And the guy broke it down to what is a mathematical certainty that we just won't meet anyone. He even mentioned, say someone came here from another planet. No, this could have happened thousands of years ago, which means that we would have missed them. And for it to happen, you would need, for the precise moment that they've been traveling for thousands of years, hundreds of thousands of years, that when they arrived, we were here. and not extinct at that moment in time. The timing would have to be so perfect that it's almost impossible.
Oh, it's true. We're getting all
No,
these
they
old
could have.
signals.
Well, yeah, they could have been here before, but we were in no mental condition to
Oh,
even understand what they were.
well, maybe because they were referring
Interesting
to
stuff.
gods and all that, and people from space, the Aztecs, and the Indians, and all that.
Yeah, it's text, man.
They keep referring to like gods and all that. Oh, dragons. That was the dinosaurs. We finally know what dragons are. They're just flying dinosaurs. Pterodactyls back then in England. The British didn't know that they were dealing with dinosaurs, so they called them dragons. It was just a pterodactyl,
I see.
right?
Yeah.
I wonder what the Excalibur sword was. Maybe it was an alien, reverse alien technology. With dinosaurs.
Excalibur. So, man,
Right. Oh man.
so I'm struggling here, mate. Too many late nights with football.
No, I mean, with playing it or watching it?
Both. Watching it late
I
at
knew
night.
it, I knew it.
And I had a game last night
Oh,
against a bunch of guys who were like 1/3 my age.
I thought you played in the same league. Oh no.
Well, it's not really a league. I play for fun.
Yeah.
They're what you call friendly matches.
Oh.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, as a younger guys, you gotta watch out for that. You got that fighting
Yeah.
spirit. That's
God,
why you're
yeah.
tired. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out how you got sick. You were sick one time. And then you're
Yeah, I had
never
the
sick.
flu or something like that.
Hmm?
Yeah, I had the flu or something like that, right? Yeah.
You gotta watch how you get it. See what you're doing, so you don't keep getting it.
Well, what's really good, Raul, right, is that we've never missed an episode yet. In 50 episodes, we've never not been here.
I know. I barely made it to this one.
Yeah. Well, too, man, I overslept on 2 of my Super Saturdays draw-alongs.
Oh, but not this
Before.
show. Ah, I see.
Because this one is at
My
1
drop
p.m.
zone. I missed an episode here and there of the drop zone. You're right. Oh,
Right.
interesting. Right.
Yeah,
Pops
yeah.
couldn't do one episode.
Yes.
Something happened. You're right. I didn't
Which
know
is
that.
quite some going.
I enjoyed it. The guest that you had on for the book that you had, that was pretty good. The former art students, or the people that helped you. That was amazing.
Thanks. Yeah, that was Kale, man. Young Kale.
Yeah.
He was good. He helped a lot.
And they helped with the book, and had writers on there. What was great, the one thing I never thought I'd see, Dan was actually drawing. He was drawing.
Yeah, man.
Look at him. This guy can draw.
Drawing. Yeah, he can draw.
He put me to shame. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
He was
man,
all
he
talk.
can draw, man.
He can actually draw.
Yeah, he can draw, man.
Wow.
That was really good. Yeah, I
So
was really.
You could just do the whole
really
book.
sad.
You don't even need anybody.
You know, I think that's what he did with Argo. Maybe that's what he did with Argo #1. But
oh, I gotta look at his
you know,
art.
that
Really?
is so much hard work to do that. That's very hard work to do that, all that work. I know it from doing MAGA Man. It's a lot of work, man.
Yeah, I like the MAGA Man. Yeah, but you did it digital. He was doing traditional.
Yeah, that's true.
I was like, whoa, that's. I was looking at the line work, and it was really steady, and the inking.
I've,
I don't know.
have you
I
got
don't. I
Argo
think he
number
was
one?
working an exercise from the book, but I don't know which character.
Yeah, he drew D. Tomasi, my character.
Wow.
Yes.
And he didn't have no fill bucket. He really scratched and drove that paint on that paper.
The brother's old school, man.
No fill bucket. No fill. That's his new name. No fill bucket, Dan.
Jesus. Out there.
No fill bucket, Dan. He just does it traditional. He didn't even want to even open up his pens, like his inking tools. They'd become like, I don't know, like they were so rare. Like, what was it? Not precious. I don't know. I forgot what the word was, but he had the tools there, and he was like, "Oh, I got the inking tools," but he had a whole bunch of markers, and I was, "Oh man,
Yeah.
someone are not that easy to come by anymore." Mm-hmm.
Nah.
They
I
become
was tidying up
relics.
with Strudo the other day.
Oh yeah?
So you're going?
No, go on. You
Well,
said
yeah, I came across lots of my old pens and stuff as well.
what? See?
Yeah, man. Very interesting.
I do admit that the traditional work, it does inspire you. It makes you a better artist, I think.
Yeah,
It's just,
for sure.
I mean, looking at traditional work, I think that just really inspires me. Because if I try to study digital, it's just digital. There's something about the traditional work that it just brings me back, and I get inspired, and I just learn new things, and I want to draw. So I'm subconscious about it.
Yeah.
So I was thinking about this, like with physical media, how someone wants to have like the old video games and not a digital thing. So there may be video game designers that need the actual cartridge, actual system, the TV to look a certain way so they can design. Because I need the art, like traditional. I need to look at traditional art, and I can design. So maybe that's why they need that physical media. I was thinking that maybe that's why.
Right.
I didn't know that. So there's something about the physical, like owning it. Because the new PlayStation, the very new one, I don't know if it's 5, 6, I don't know what they're up to. No more cartridges. No more, like it's all digital now. Yep.
Wow.
Yep. No more, CDs. What makes me smile though is the retro gamers. Like seeing them buy the old Nintendos and the old Game Boys and the Ataris, and they're playing them. I like that. So I used to play that stuff. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if they ever played it and they want to beat the games. They want to beat the games that they had as a kid. Like, oh wow. It's like, what? You could just download the games on your computer and beat it that way. No, they want the actual system and they want to beat the actual tapes, the cassettes, the cartridges. They want to. Yeah, I was like, wow. And they want to spend like $100 for an old Nintendo game. What?
Yeah.
$60.
Crazy, right?
You could just download the game and play it. And I'm like, no.
A few years ago, my comic association, we had an event. And I went there, and there was a guy selling old cartridges. I couldn't believe it. Unbelievable.
But I kind of like it, though. I don't know, just something about it. I don't know if if they want to experience that, having their own cassettes or cartridges, having their own artwork. I don't know. They want to experience something. Like the movies, like I told you before. They want to go to the movies.
I do some reggae DJing out here.
Mm-hmm.
And there's certain nights where it's strictly vinyl, no digital.
Whoa. That does sound good.
Yeah, man. Strictly digital.
Wow. The vinyl. So I guess some people want to experience that now.
Yeah.
I don't think they ever experienced it and they want to experience it.
No.
That's what makes me smile. I'm like, oh, this is cool. So then they think whatever I liked is cool now.
Yeah, this retro thing.
They
You
like
see this,
everything
bro?
that I liked. They like the new people like this stuff.
Like, you look at Stranger Things here.
Mm-hmm.
So many of these productions have like 80s retro music.
Yeah.
Yeah, oh,
Like they want to experience that life
yeah.
of what I grew up with. And then I'm like, oh, I remember all this. And to them, it's just like something new. I wonder if they're going to go retro with the food.
Well, I did see Cracker Barrel had changed their look and they
Ooh.
lost a lot of money.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah. I remember
Ozzy,
this. Yeah. Crocker tried to
yeah,
redesign. Try to redesign
yeah,
the
and
logo.
it went pretty bad.
Yeah, they
I know
lost
they've
money. They lost
completely,
money with that.
yeah, lost a lot of money.
And I think it
I
went
know
back
they've
to the
just
original
completely,
design.
yeah, that's right. Looks like it. Amazing.
And the only thing is,
That's all because of feminism.
was a what? Oh, yeah, it was a woman.
Feminism.
Woman, right.
It's all feminist women that do this sort of stuff. Like when they put that guy on the bear, Dylan Mulvaney,
Mhm.
on the Budweiser, and then they lost a ton of money.
Oh, no.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, women, they want like this new modern look to something. You're right. Like a new
Yeah.
happy design.
Well,
You're right.
if you
You're
actually
right.
strip it away, you don't want to get into conspiracy theories, right?
Mhm.
But if you actually strip away all of the nonsense, comes down to something called cultural Marxism.
Mm.
That's all it is. Right? Where it's like all this stuff was done by white men
Right.
how many years ago? And these feminists don't like the fact that white men did all that. So they just
That's
have
correct.
to recreate, they have to rewrite everything. That's all it is. It's got nothing to do with anything needing an upgrade. They didn't like Bud Light.
Yeah.
The feminists didn't like Bud Light. But all these men having a good time, looking at pretty women, just being men. They didn't like that. And because they're trying to like kind of rewrite society, they went in there and tried to change it. And the men
That's
said no. Yeah, that's all it is. It's not
I never
rocket
knew
science.
Wow. So if they could, they would try to change the Declaration
Everything.
of Independence.
Yes, they absolutely would.
Wow.
100% they would.
That's terrible.
They would destroy your country. That's why they're all together. You'll notice that the extreme feminists, all the extremists, even the religious extremists, not Christians, we can't be talking politics on here. We get
Oh,
strike.
yeah. In case we get screwed.
Okay. Did you see He-Man?
He-Man. No, I still haven't seen it. Is it good?
My friend said it's really good, man, but I missed it as well. I think it's gone now.
Oh man, I wish I'm gonna.
Yeah, I missed it,
If I have
man.
time, I'm gonna try to watch it tonight.
How would you? What you got it on stream? Is it?
I think it's on stream. I'd have to find it.
My streaming is pretty poor, man.
No,
I've only got Netflix. Netflix is absolute crap in Singapore.
that's why there's Prime.
Yeah, but I don't watch enough movies to warrant me having Prime as well. I subscribed to Prime the other day, and when I did,
I love Prime. I love it.
well, I wanted to watch that movie called Citizen Vigilante,
Oy, yay.
right? And then in Singapore, Prime didn't have it.
Is it out for rental or? I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
it's on other streams, but it's not on Prime in Singapore.
Ah,
Maybe it's on Prime, maybe it's on Prime and where you are, but not in Singapore. It's not.
so what happened to him? He like an immigrant killed his family, and he's trying to avenge his family.
Yeah, slit his mum's throat.
Oh man.
It's what? It's nothing controversial, right? There was loads of films like that years ago, but because of political correctness, oh no, God, we're going back into politics again, right? But just because of the way things are now, right? It's a big deal, but it's no big deal. We had Dirty Harry, Clint Eastwood, and all that.
Yeah, what was it? There was
No,
I think
no
something
one better than
called
I did.
X. We had X. I don't know, something. Not the Malcolm X movie. There was something else similar like that, like Citizen X or some X movie.
No, I don't know that. I don't know what that is. Citizen X. Jesus, that sounds
I
brutal.
don't know what I'm talking about. No, Citizen Kane.
Yeah. Citizen Kane. Oh God.
We need more Alfred Hitchcock. That's what we need.
Yeah, man. Alfred, man. God, man.
Bring that guy back. He is the best. The
Yeah, he was
Birds,
the best.
James Stewart, Vertigo, all that.
Bro, you're too young to know about all of that nonsense.
Yeah, but I like the classics. I don't know. I was always
All
drawn
right.
to the classics. You know what it was? It was the art. Because they keep telling me they reference all the heroes from the movie stars for the 1950s. That's how I got drawn into all that. So now I look
Yeah.
at the guys, Cary Grant, whoever the Kirk Douglas.
All
I look
right.
at
I
it, they
see.
reference all the movie stars.
Yeah.
Somebody mentioned it. It was Buscema. Somebody looking up that art. I mean, all that art, all the 60s art is just straight out of a classic movie.
Yeah. That's true, actually.
All the panels, all the designs, all of it. I was like, oh, okay. I just started studying it. But they're films. The films are better, the older films.
Right.
That's where everyone got their inspirations from. So what's happening with Spielberg and his movie, his Alien movie? I haven't heard anything about it. What happened to that guy? It did
I heard it was a lot of crap.
billions.
Yeah, well, I heard it's a lot of nonsense.
It just vanished. It's Steven Spielberg and the movie. Nobody's even talking about it. Oh no!
Nah.
How could some YouTuber make a movie and have it go 300 million and it only cost them 75,000 or $1 million, and Steven Spielberg isn't making any money? I don't understand that. No one cares that he's Steven Spielberg. I can't believe that. All those movies. And now nobody cares about him.
Well, for me, Spielberg has not produced a decent movie since the mid 1990s.
Which one did you like that he made?
I think the last film he did that I think was any good was Saving Private Ryan.
Oh, he did that. Oh, okay,
I think he did
Tom
that.
Hanks. Yeah.
Yeah, I think he did that. After that, everything is an absolute load of crap.
Yeah,
He's living on past glory.
I couldn't even get. I mean, that's too new. Saving Private Ryan for me, for him. I like his older stuff, but you're right. That's almost too modern for me to taste. You said it was good. That's good to know that.
He did a lot of stuff.
Not enough kid things, right? That's where that's where he fell out with everybody. He just stuck with kid movies, sci-fi, fantasy.
Yeah, but you know what these creators are like, right? They've always got to get critical acclamation. And kids, you know, those perverts in Hollywood, right? They've got no respect for kids. And if you do something for adults,
Yeah, he started with
you can't win a Grammy. If you look at how fantastic Stan Lee was and what Marvel Comics brought to the world, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think those people in Hollywood would ever give him the respect he deserved?
No,
it's only when the writers like Frank Miller and these other degenerates start writing nonsense for adults is it going to get any kind of respect.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Frank Miller got all the respect. You're right. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, Stan Lee
writing
with the
bullshit
children
like
and the
that.
comic books, it's terrific.
Nah, they're not interested. They're all a bunch of flipping lunatics. And the comic creators aren't much better than the critics either. Right? They grew up with the comics. They love the comics as kids.
Yeah.
And as soon as they become the top guys in the industry, they abandon the kids.
Yeah.
Oh, I want something a bit more edgy and a bit more gritty. Something that an adult would read. Adults read Marvel and DC comics, right? Even when the kids were, because they were written in a way that anyone of any age group would want to read it. None of these modern writers, including Frank Miller, I've got no respect for him at all. Right? These guys can only write stuff that an adult will find interesting. You try writing an interesting story that kids and adults would like. That is the toughest thing. That's why manga is so successful.
Oh,
They've got a lot of, they've got a lot of concepts that both adults and kids like it. But the modern spate of Western writers, right, just a bunch of degenerates. They just want to see themselves in the story. They completely forget about kids. They forget that they used to be kids.
Yeah.
It's very annoying. And if you do something for all ages or for kids, right, they don't give any respect whatsoever.
Oh, I see. That I did not know.
That's why I stopped collecting comics back in the late 70s, early 80s. That Iron Man became an alcoholic. I thought, this is an absolute lot of crap.
No.
Yeah, look, the critics loved it. I was out of there, man. I went over to DC.
Yeah, no, DC wouldn't do that. They wouldn't do that
Yeah,
to their
man.
heroes. So I'm seeing the comparison here. That's terrific. You're right. So
No, but DC tried that
with
nonsense.
Spielberg and his success.
Yeah, it's a bit similar.
Just forgot all that. But I only liked him for the kids' movies. And he just ventured out into something I couldn't even understand. Even though it was good, but and his popularity just went down.
Yeah, they've all got to get their acclamations and they're adult and be taken seriously.
What? Oh no.
Sort of BS, man. Stanley made me go to school and ask a teacher loads of questions because I may not have understood what he wrote in one sentence, but I understood the story. And he never ever spoke down to the audience.
Oh.
He just told the story in a very simple, you know, when these people get on the case, right? Like Jack Kirby did this and all the rest of it. Absolute nonsense. Have you ever read a Steve Ditko or Jack Kirby comic compared to a Stan Lee comic?
Oh, interesting. Right.
There's no comparison. Yeah. I tell you what, Raul, if you and I were born at a different time and we had to do a story for Stan Lee, we'd be famous. His story would have made us famous.
Yeah, I think with Stan Lee. Oh, I see what you're getting. He's the one that made him. He made him
Yeah,
famous, but that's how good he was.
yeah.
Oh my
And these haters, all these haters want to tell you, no, it was Jack Kirby and it was Steve Ditko that did all the work. Yeah. What did their comics look like when they weren't with him? They were all a bunch of what I call $1 comics, $1 box trash.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right. So now I see what that is meaning.
Okay.
That's just,
Okay. I got my base colors in.
yes,
Now sometimes the
switch
special
the base
effects.
here.
Whoops. Trey hasn't got his blacks switched on.
Oh, I didn't know that guy had a beard. That's interesting.
Yeah, Domenico. Apparently,
He has a
some of the
beard?
artists, yeah, a few of the artists have forgotten the beard as well. I forgot the beard.
Oh no!
When I first drew him,
Maybe he does have a beard. I confused him with the other guy. Sorry about that.
yeah, look, see, Darius without the beard because I first drew him like that.
Right.
Right. I wasn't paying attention. When then Dan pointed it out, you see here.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Right.
I know this.
And some draw him with a mustache and some draw him without a mustache. I drew him with it.
With the mustache. Okay.
Yeah. I just realized that I haven't finished the cap on
That's the best part.
Phase. Yeah, he's got camouflage, hasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Yeah.
So they're gonna make that a cover, huh? This would be very
Yeah,
interesting to see that.
I changed the colors to the lettering. I made mine a bit more white. I was thinking of putting a cityscape behind as well.
Oh, that's up to you. Yeah, but that would be the more detail, the better.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm trying to be old school at the same time. But yeah, I'm thinking of doing that.
Guys with
Three shades.
polos. Yeah, that work looks good and clean. You're right to keep that stability high. You are correct, sir.
Well, you know what, Raul? I did during the week. I posted some inking from one of my favorite inkers, one of my favorite pencilers, a guy called Gene Colan.
Mm-hmm.
And I inked it in a different way to how I normally ink. And it's got way more likes. This always happens to me. It's got way more likes than my usual stuff. I'm destined for a life of mediocrity, I think. The stuff that I like, people just don't like it, man.
Yeah, but that's
It's just one of
your
those things,
art.
you know.
That's
It's
you.
yeah, there's some things that people like, man, that I just don't like, you know. But people, people just like different things.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stick to what your art style is, but it's good. It's good to change it. It's good. I've seen you do that too. There's no problem with that. You're trying to get that money, the cash. You definitely can change your style go any different style. I'm not gonna
Well,
contradict myself because I've seen you do it before.
well, I do like drawing in different styles, etc. But you know, if you do something that you particularly like, that you personally are very proud of, yeah, it's like the stuff that I do that I think, yeah, I really like what I've done here. People couldn't give a damn, mate. That's just luck of the draw, man.
So
I don't know, did I ever show you the drawing of a character I have called Master Man?
no, let me see that.
No?
So you changed
Okay,
your
let me
style
show you.
differently, and you got more likes, huh?
Yeah. Okay, let me show you a couple of things here quickly, right? Let me go to Master Man. No, here's something
no,
that I
your
did.
computer must have a lot of gigs. Because that's a lot. You have so many files.
Yeah,
and folders.
I got. Yes.
Do you have
I
these
got
on the
quite,
cloud?
no, these are on my hard disk.
Okay.
One second. I can't find my bloody file. This is terrible. How can I not? Oh,
How many
universe.
issues was there of Mega Man?
Only one.
One.
All right.
Oh,
Right. No, no. Here's
I
Master
can't
Man,
believe
right?
you did that. That is terrific.
Right.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
No. Okay. No, I like manga mixed with superheroes. I really like this. Right.
Yeah.
I put this on Facebook or Instagram or something, right? People were not interested. I think it got maybe 4 likes. People
What?
don't like it.
I would have thought the
Nah.
opposite.
They don't like it, right? I put this one up. Okay, here's just the inking when he had dark hair.
That's great.
Yeah, I mean, I like this kind of thing, right? But I just have to face facts that people, they like, I don't know if maybe it wasn't in their feed or what, but
You're right.
people, but it just didn't get any traction. Yeah. Now let me show you my Gene Colan inking, right? I have something called midweek Gene Colan tribute. So here, right? See, there's number 1. Right. This is number 1, 2. I've been doing it for a few weeks. Okay. 4, 5, 6, 7.
Oh, there's the blade. I like that blade.
Blade. Some Iron Man, and then the last one is Batman. Right. Okay. So I'm going to open these, right? And I'll show you my first ones, and they got decent respect. Right. Like here, Nick Fury. This got a few decent likes. People kind of like what I did. Got some criticism from some people. This one got a little bit of criticism, but most people liked it. This one, virtually nobody commented. And this was my favorite of the first 3. Right now, I personally think this is better than the other 2 that I just showed you. Then we came to Green Lantern. I really like what I did here. Virtually no comments.
What?
Right? No, I really liked it. I like what I did. I was doing a style of a guy called Rudy Nevels. He inked in a very definitive style. Now, this Wonder Woman, the simplest of all, this one got more likes than all the other ones that I just showed you. Okay? Then T'Challa. This one got a few decent likes. This is the Storm. I think this is when Storm married Black Panther.
Yeah.
Right? And this got some decent comments. People quite kind of liked it. Now the Blade, this did quite well. Quite a few comments. Someone said the eyes look a bit funny, which they do. Sometimes G. Conan does draw a bit dodgy, right? But this got a good feedback. This one I really liked. Half decent feedback, but nothing fantastic. Right? I reimagined Iron Man is Submariner #1 from 1967, 1966, I think. Right, it's a legendary cover, and I inked it in my style. And some guys did like it. Now, this is my style. Very definitive, right? You know my style.
Mm-hmm.
This week, I posted this Batman, which is me, no stabilization. I'm really going in what I call an organic way. And this has rocketed in likes compared to my other work.
Oh, okay.
Right?
Okay.
So what I like and what the general public like, that explains why I'm not really that successful. The things that I like is by a minority. My favorite comic book in the last 30 years was Spider-Girl. It got cancelled. You know, and people, it's just luck of the draw. If you like things that people don't like, there's not a lot you can do about that. But if you're a commercial artist and you change to go where they want, I know that if I want to make any money, I have to draw like this, not like this.
Oh.
That's not going to get me. That's not going to get me anywhere. Which is quite heartbreaking, but it is what it is.
Oh, no.
Oh, dear. I know. And this is where we are now. This got no hatching, just spotting. Oh, dear. Okay, that's enough of me. What say you, Miss You? Let's have a look at what's going on here. Are you finished? Jesus, look at that spotting. Well, you're ridiculously fast, man. Can you zoom out? That says 50, right?
Yeah, you gotta zoom out on it.
Jesus, man. I can't wait to put that in the previously on Late Night Art Attack.
I know.
That is nice, man.
Sometimes you get into a piece. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying to look at it live while you're looking at it.
Wow, very, very nice, man.
Yes, thank you.
That is good.
Let's see the 50.
Oh my God, hang on a second. Look at me. Look at my terrible production. There's some people in the Christians over here. Hang on a second. Let's see what it says. What's up, guys? Hey, Christian, sorry, man. I was busy talking. I didn't see you over here. What you guys drawing? Can I jump in? Okay, hang on. Jesus. Hello.
Didn't see that.
Help, I'm stuck in the chat. Hey, Christian. There once was a man from Nantucket. Hang on. If a man's a note in the chat, does he make a sound? Hang on, where is he? I'll send him the link.
I don't know.
Sorry, we were so busy talking of putting the world to rights that I didn't look at the chat.
You got caught into it.
Oh man. Hang on. Let me send him the link. I did normally when someone comes in, you get a prompt. There's a sound.
It's supposed to beep or something. That's what I thought.
Yeah, I didn't hear it.
For somebody, yeah, it should beep, but I didn't know anything either. I was doing my 50 drawing.
I did not hear it. I did not hear anything. If a man's annoyed in the chat, does he make a sound? That's quite funny.
Whoops. Sorry about that.
Look at that. 50th episode and still alive and change is coming. I just saw that for the first time.
At least I'm still alive, right?
Yeah.
Wow. Big changes for me.
But you're still going to be in Florida, right?
Huh?
You're still going to be in Florida.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Good question. He went to another state. I'll go to another location, but still in Florida.
Yeah. My computer's been acting a bit funny recently. I've been doing my usual dodge and burning, and for some reason, it's become very extreme.
What?
Yeah.
That only happens to me with Photoshop. Photoshop is the only thing that does that to me. That's why I stopped using it. I'm not using that anymore.
Hello, Christian. Can you hear us?
Hey, yeah, what's going on, guys?
Man, we were busy putting the world to rights, right? I didn't even look at the chat. Sorry about that. Jesus. Well, I like that line. If a man's alone in the chat, then he make a sound. That's quite funny. Oh dear. No, I was just saying to Raul that for some reason my dodge and burn has become overtly sensitive. Hang on. Sorry, I just found it's something called continuous spraying. Sorry, Christian, you work traditionally. This isn't interesting. Okay. What's that you're working on there, Christian?
But I only do traditional only for my book.
Oh, you mean if you take a commission, you might then do that digitally? Is that what you mean?
If I were prone to do commissions, I'm not a big commission person. Like, it's my arting outside of doing my personal book is very eclectic. I do take commissions, but it's usually not comic book work. I do a lot of portraits. I do a lot of logos. I do a lot of tattoo designs. Those are the commissions I work on.
Okay, got it.
I don't really market myself to do comic book commissions, to be honest.
Okay. How did you meet Artex?
Really through the drawing stream that was on that Sunday one they used to have. I don't think you were hanging out yet then, were you? Did you come on that one at all?
No, I don't think I did.
It used to be like a Saturday early afternoon. I think it was like 1 or 2 in the afternoon. I think it used to come on.
Yeah, I think that's before.
A lot of people were on it back then. Dr. Laylock was on it. Addie, I met Addie there. I met Raul. Raul, you were on that, right? That's how I met you, right?
Yeah, that was the morning show. Yeah, I remember that. That's why I saw Artex live before he hit behind the camera.
Yep. The first time I saw him, he was showing everybody. I forget the character it was, but it was I think it was his first latex mask that he made.
A latex mask.
Yeah, he makes those like Halloween costume latex masks. Those big ones.
Oh, I thought you meant the dodgy sword.
They're pretty cool.
That's the Triple X.
No.
Oh, right.
No.
And he does a lot of tattoo work, right? As well, Edwin.
He does tattoo. He does tattoos. He does comic art. And he does. I guess you would call that sculpting or modeling to do those masks.
Yes. I remember when I was first getting to know you guys, a group of people turned up at his house late at night to get some tats done.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That was on one of my shows. He was tattooing him on it. He turned his sound off, but he was tattooing him on the screen.
That's good stuff, man.
Yeah, it's like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. So how's the book doing? You had the launch this past week, right? You did it?
Yes, the stream went pretty well. I think I've sold a few copies, which is not bad for the unknown artist. But the sales reporting is a bit slower than, say, when no Kickstarter instantly, well, you instantly know what you've done. And it's a bit of a delay.
What are you doing it on? Is it
on? Sorry, it broke up then. I didn't quite catch. You asked me what am I doing it on?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think there's like a 5-second delay between what I say and when you hear it. But what I was asking was, is it what's it being? What do you have it on? You have it on Amazon, you said?
Yeah, Amazon. Yeah, we did put it through Kickstarter. A couple of reasons, really. One, I'm with Thunderzone Comics here, and they're not known for art books. So I think it's a bit dodgy to ask Dan to commit to something like that. You know, Dan, the publishing guy, because he's not really known for that kind of stuff. If I was an otherwise famous artist, I would say, yeah, go for it, Kickstarter. But it's more of a general kind of book for the general public. And it's just collecting exercises that I've done and putting them together. It's not, let's just keep it simple, man. Just go through Amazon, print on request, and see what happens. Oh, can always reissue it again at a later date. But yeah, the streams in that. Actually, thanks for asking me that, Christian. We got our regular viewer, Kerry, who's always scolding me for not shilling. Oh, that's a word that you use as well, right? You use the word shilling. Raul learned that word from you. And I'm not shilling.
He had a promo for a show called the Zappo Shill or something like that.
Okay, well,
what happened?
Well, I'm not Kerry, a regular viewer. She accuses me of not shilling enough. Basically, I'm not hard sell enough. And she's right. I'm typically British. We'll do something and not say anything about it. Yeah, so I'm going to play the trailer. Then we'll come back and have a look at what you're working on.
Okay.
The trailer for the album, that is. Well, actually, I've got a couple of trailers here, but make sure I play the right one. Where's the art book? A second. Is that the right one? Is it the right one, it says? The world's worst producer.
At least you do it. That's a good job, though.
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Okay, I run this one.
Paying tribute and great homage to the United States of America on its esteemed 250th birthday comes How to Draw Characters from the Thunderzone Activity Book, a 188-page activity book that launches on July 4th, 2026. Written and illustrated by Jerome Hinds, president of the Association of Comic Artists Singapore. Comes the ultimate tribute to the birthplace that brought to the world the splendor of superheroes and comic books. Jerome is a creator and senior editor at USA-based Thunderzone Comics, and in the book, he shares with you the knowledge and methodologies of his work from over the past 8 years, all neatly wrapped up in a 10-chapter step-by-step tutorial. He covers full-length character construction, studies in hands and feet, secrets in foreshortening with props and weapons wielding, plus penciling techniques, inking, digital coloring, and even comic book cover layouts. It's all here and available in both soft or hardcover. And if you really can't wait to get your hands on the physical thing, there's always the digital guidebook edition available for pre-order now. How to Draw Characters from the Thunderzone Activity Book, with Jerome Hinds launching Independence Day 2026. Exclusively available from Amazon.com and launch streaming live only on Madness Entertainment Group.
hope
Nice.
Terry
Yes,
was
that's
watching.
the overly excited guy.
Yes, Captain Painty is the name of the voiceover.
Yeah.
Okay, and what's this you're drawing here, Zach?
Where's Carrie at?
She's
Oh,
not
this
here
is,
tonight. She messaged me just before the show, but she's not around at the moment.
My light, when it's on the table, the light blurs out this a little bit, but when you bring it up, you can see
Yes.
some of my my pencil inks. But this is a page 11 of the next Addicts Book 3 that I'm working on. So it's part of a fight scene between the main character and the main antagonist.
What was that brand of paper?
Right
I saw.
Is a Maxon.
Your artwork is the wrong Maxon, right? Yes. You know what? I think Maxon surface is actually nicer than Blue Line.
Well, it's nice and smooth. It's a smooth surface.
Yes.
And while I wear the glove, I don't get much smudging at all. I mean, like now that I do this, so I'm going to go, when I go in and do backgrounds behind them, I might get a little smudging. But if I was to do it on a regular Blue Line board, regular illustration board, it would get really muddy.
Yes. Yeah.
But
I've been watching.
yeah, I have to do this page, and then I have to finish this page here by. I wanted to get it done by this week, but I'm going to do these two plus a few more by next weekend and give them to my colorist. I already have the first 6 pages back from her, and I like them. She did a really good job with them.
Okay, so when you work on a panel that has a background, do you normally put the background in after you've done most of the heavy lifting, or would you include it at that early stage as well, or at an earlier stage?
It depends on it depends. There's certain things where the setting needs to be there right away for me, and then there's a setting like this, like the fight scene, where I'm going to put it in after, because I choreograph it in my mind. So I choreograph the fight first, and then I take the camera angle of where they are in the room or in the outside field or wherever they are, and decide afterwards what perspective I want to show it at.
Right. Okay.
Like there's a setting where this fight is taking place. So
yeah,
it's easier for me to go in afterwards and do all the calculated, like, okay, if he's standing with his back to this building and now I'm looking at him from the front, I know I have to put that building behind him, and it has to be visible. But so you're constantly doing that, and then the different angles. What would you be seeing in the background? Like, so for this panel here, where you see him punching him, but it's an overview of the punch.
Yeah.
And so you would just see maybe a little bit of ground texture, and then the colors would put the ground color in. That's all you would see there. Here, you're not going to have anything, just a colored background. Same with the little bit of background here. And then here you would have, for the page, you would have the establishing background. Now that background is going to carry through behind these panels or off the page. So it's almost like it's going to be one big image of him doing the uppercut with the background, and then these 3 dropped panels on top of it.
Right.
And then it goes, right into the next page. Because these pages in the book are going to sit side by side like this.
Right.
When you open it up.
Okay. Yes.
So this is going to be a big 2-page spread. All the fight scenes in this issue are going to be done 2-page spread style. Like I kind of always liken it to the Death of Superman issue. where every
Okay,
the whole book was a fight scene, and every page was every page it was a 2-page spread.
Oh, I never read that. I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, so some
Right. Oh,
some were just like when he first hits Superman and hurts him, and you can tell he hurts him for the first time. That's a big 2-page splash page, but then everything else is like a 2-page spread, but with panels over the fighting. So that's how I'm kind of setting it up, and then the flashback are going to be, because the fight's broken up by flashbacks throughout the story, and it's going to be a flashback at Addix's character, and the main bad guy until this dude showed up, which is Sarah Bosch. She's the one that turned Addix into what he is. So you're going to get to see a little backstory on what the deal is between the two of them from prior to him turning into Addix.
okay.
But this last issue really ties up all the loose ends that might be existing. Gives you the full story on why a lot of things have happened.
Yeah. So when you start a new scene, or if you're in a new location at the beginning of a page or somewhere, do you always start with an exterior of a building?
Right.
Or would you just go inside the building?
No, I might at the beginning of the story. So if I'm focusing on multiple characters, like stories where it would switch scene to scene, I might throw that establishing shot at the beginning of that scene. But then if I break away for a page or two and then come back, they're still in that same spot, I pick up right where I left off with them. I don't reestablish the scene.
Nah. Yeah. Same. I do the same as that.
Only if they're in a new area, I'll establish that area.
Yes.
And I don't like doing it the way everybody's used to seeing it. So a lot of people are used to seeing like just a shot of the building or the town or the wherever it is, right? With nothing going on, maybe some narrative or whatever. Like, I try to make it an active panel, meaning something in progressing the story is happening in that establishing shot as well. So like one of the establishing shots is when they come to this compound in the middle of the desert, and I'm establishing that compound, that layout, that whole area. There, you see a truck driving up into that area, and they're talking about that. Like they didn't know this was there. Look at the size of this place. Oh my God, how are we going to get in? Whatever. Like, so it's part of the story. Like I see too many times where they take that big panel across the top or whatever, and they show you where they are, and then it's just like a little bit of narration, and then they go in. So it's like almost like a wasted panel just to show you it.
Right. Yeah. There's a book by a guy called Scott McCloud called Understanding Comics. He's got 2 books, and I quite enjoyed reading them. They're quite good. He explained quite a lot of things in there that before reading it, sometimes you know something subconsciously, but you don't know why you know it. He explained certain things that, like, did I ever tell you the story about no, I don't think I have. Okay, there's a DC comic artist called Aryo Anindito. He's Indonesian, so he's out in these parts. I once hired him for a show here, and there's something. Back in the 90s, I did some tryout work, and I thought my anatomies were okay, not the best, but not the worst. But there was something seriously off with the storytelling, right? And I was looking at this page for ages, man, right? I couldn't figure out what was wrong. So then I thought, okay, I'm going to stop drawing. I'm going to look at all of my old comics, whether from America, Europe, Japan, Hong Kong. I was looking at all my comics. And I realized what was wrong with these 3 pages that I had. And the biggest problem was, I didn't show the floor. And I tell you what, when I added just someone's feet or the floor area, not even necessarily a pair of feet, just the ground. If you go too long without showing the floor, in your mind, you might think, okay, something doesn't feel right here, but you might not be able to put your finger on it. It's that you're suffering from what I call vertigo. When you don't see the floor, something odd goes on. It's very odd. I knew something was wrong with my storytelling, but I couldn't tell you what it was, and I pinpointed it. And as soon as I started to add the floor, the whole storytelling sequence came to life. And the guy Scott McCloud in his book, he doesn't exactly explain. Well, he doesn't exactly explain that point, but he explains other things that help in like just making storytelling better. And I give it to a lot of my students because some of them, for example, the most common one with my students is that they don't know why a panel should be big or small. That's the most common one. But it's basically length of time, right? And they really don't. It's one of those things that Scott McCloud explains, but young artists might not even realize. You get older, you realize that you find out these things, but when someone's very young, because I teach a lot of teenagers, I mean, they basically haven't been alive long enough to really find out anything. And, in Asia, teaching methodology and approaches is very common here. People want things explained to them in a very systematic way. So I have to formulate a lot of my lecture notes.
I get it.
Very direct. Yes, has to be do this, do that, and you'll see this result. That kind of thing is much more common here than I would say, like for example, a place like UK, where things are a bit more experimental. People don't really want to experiment here. They just want to know the formula, and that's that.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah. Of course, there's no formulas. There's no formulas in creativity, as I would often tell them. But there's certainly things that you can repeat over and over again that, tried and tested, that you do that. You're not going to go wrong. In fact, that's why I so much respect Rob Liefeld, because he's done things in a way that technically isn't really correct, but he still managed to inspire a generation of people, of youngsters, to want to draw. And if you can draw something not 100% accurate and still inspire people to want to get involved, I think that's a sign of genius at some level.
Well, I think his biggest draw back in the 90s, late 80s, early 90s, was his, for lack of a better term, his pizzazz, it looked really good. There was a lot of style in it. It was wrong, but it was dynamic, it was very, that's
it was
shit people weren't doing, the only one was coming close to that was Spider-Man. And it's true, like a lot of the superhero books started looking like, and even by great artists, but it started looking like they were posing for posters in every panel, and it wasn't very active anymore, or you had people that were really good with the storytelling and the keeping the flow of the figures natural looking, but they were so boring. They were boring. The anatomy was boring. Nothing was exaggerated. They looked like, if you took their costumes off, they like the guy that worked at the corner store. There was no big muscles. I don't know. There was a lot of flair, a lot of style. Like when I remember the first time I ever saw Rob Liefeld was on his commercial that he did for the 501 button fly jeans, and I noticed the characters, and I was like, wow, they look sick. And sure enough, like shortly after that commercial dropped, X-Force was released, or not New Mutants. He came in onto New Mutants. I still wasn't putting one and one together. You know what I'm saying? And then when they started promoting his X-Force, you started seeing the characters from the commercial. And then I realized that's who he was, and that's what he was working on. And I was like, oh shit.
Right.
He came out at the same time I started paying attention to who the artists were. Because before that, I was paying attention to the characters, and I just knew I liked drawing them. And I didn't really have a favorite at that moment, because I wasn't paying attention to the artists. I was just paying attention to the art.
Right.
I do that a lot. I can see something I like, and I couldn't tell you who did it or who. Like, oh my God, all the music. I loved grunge music in the 90s. And about now listening to all the songs I used to like on like satellite radio, I realized that I didn't know half the groups that sang them.
Right.
Just like, a lot of them were one-hit wonders, but like the song, I didn't even know who they were.
I'd be on the Drop Zone and Late Night Art Attack.
That is fantastic, Raul, what you're doing there. I love that spotting, man. Can you zoom in and pan down? Let me see what's going on, man. Can you zoom in?
Oh, that's as good as it gets.
What's the 50? What's the 50 for? 50th episode. I got you.
Yep.
Yeah, man. I can't,
and changes.
I can't see the background.
What changes is coming?
Big changes.
Hold on a second. Let me change the background.
What changes? What changes is coming?
Big changes.
He's been cryptic on purpose.
You got to tell
what's
the fans,
happening is,
Raul. You got to tell the fans what's in store.
We mentioned it right at the beginning, but yeah. So from next week, Late Night Art Attack is normally now at 1 a.m. to 3 a.m. That's very early on a Saturday morning, correct? So, and then at 6 p.m. on the same Saturday to 7:30 is my Super Saturdays Draw Along. Where from next week, from episode 51 of Late Night Art Attack, it's going to switch places with my Super Saturdays. So Super Saturdays will be at 1 a.m. very early on a Saturday morning. And Late Night Art Attack will now become Madness Art Attack, because it's going to be 6 p.m. in the evening. That's the big change.
So you're going to do it early.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, no, there's going to be no late night streams.
Well, no,
you guys
because
were the last late night stream for art.
Yeah, because mine is very much a tutorial. With me just continuously talking and going through an exercise.
Right. So there's not going to be any draw stream or interactive stream late at night anymore.
No, not for the time being. Yes. Times are changing. I tell you, man, I'm watching too much Raw Cup. I'm very slow today with my drawing. Jesus.
I won't pimp my stuff on another network, but you all know where you could go if you want late night. I am the master of late night.
I have a serious problem with the time zone thing. Remembering when all the different streams are.
Well, what are you? Are you how many hours?
I'm exactly 12 hours
So what's
ahead
10
of Eastern. So 10 p.m.
Okay, so
yours time.
when I go on at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
It's 10 a.m. your time.
Yes.
So
and
yeah,
the reason why
I go on Saturday night at 10 a.m. Your time.
Right. And I have to definitely remember that because
Which is what,
10
Sunday 10 a.m.?
Yes. You know, that's when like either I have a lion, if I'm lucky, or I'm going to see the in-laws. And I keep forgetting that time, even during the week. When something happens during the week on Madness Entertainment Group, if it happens during the daytime for me, it's very, very hard to remember because that's when I'm in the middle of doing normal work. Not to mention the fact that I think I'm getting old and a bit senile, I dare say.
Yeah.
So your late night stream
what's the
is
other one I do it
10 p.m. 10 p.m. on a Saturday, right?
Well, I started. I
right?
changed the time. I do it at 10:30 now. So yeah, so it's 10:30 p.m. Saturday night. But I also have a Wednesday one I do at it's either started at 6 or 6:30 depending on when I'm ready to do it. But that's on Wednesdays between 6 and 6:30 p.m. So that would be 6 to 6:30 a.m. for you. That's early. I run that one for 2 hours. That one has a time limit on it. But I have other ones too that I'm launching. Like I'm doing a creators. They're already started, but the creators campfire one. I don't know if Raul ever saw that, but that's going to be more of like an interview draw stream to have people come on and talk about their projects. We did one last week.
Okay.
It was the 4th of July. I turned it into the 4th of July show.
I think I saw you mention that somewhere.
I had two people. I had Matthew, one other person, and then myself. I'm trying to think of who the first person. Old Cat came on. Stephen B.
All right.
So Stephen B came on to talk about the book that's out and the one he's working on. Matthew came and talked about his. We let him talk about his a little bit more, and then I went over mine, and then we just plus we talked about other stuff. We just shot the shit. Like I said, it was more like a 4th of July stream because a lot of people weren't doing their regular shows on 4th of July.
Yes. Yes. When you do your streams, do you go out on Rumble as well, or you focus mainly on YouTube?
Right now, my streams are going to YouTube, Facebook, and X.
Right. Okay. Yes.
Which for now I'm good. I'm happy with the views I'm getting. So.
Okay.
Obviously, I'm not turning out any of the big dog numbers.
Okay. What do you use Streamlabs?
Do I use who?
Streamlabs to broadcast.
What's that? Stream Maps?
Streamlabs. What do you use to stream?
Oh no, I use Restream.
Restream. Sorry, that's it. I subscribe to Streamlabs,
Restream, yeah.
and I haven't got my act. Wait, no, I haven't got my act together. I'm subscribing to it. And I'm not even using it. Bloody hell, I tell you.
Yeah, no, I pay for my StreamYard account so I can host as well, and I can get all the functionality I need out of it. And that's why eventually I might have a couple of people do a show on there. I'm not looking to become huge. I just want a little niche broadcasting thing, and it's strictly comics. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing outside of comics.
Okay. The show that you're doing, where you're interviewing people, that's strictly comics as well, yeah?
Yeah, it's going to be all crowdfunding campaigns that I'll have people talk about, or if they, like what you're doing with Amazon, but because it's comic related, it would be on. You know what I'm saying? We'd have it on.
Yeah, right. Right.
Yeah, but basically, it's any independent person or that are putting a book out. And if they want to come on and talk about it and promote it a little, or just, whatever.
Yeah, man. I don't mind coming on doing some shilling. So what's the name of the show?
Like I was saying. The which one?
Yeah, it's something about the
it's no, it's Creators Campfire.
Creators Campfire. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Okay. Wait. If you can text me, or you got quite a few shows there, Christian. If you can text me the times again. I'm too much of a boomer, man. Or this streaming business. I'm the worst.
So what I do is monthly. Every month I put a calendar out. I started it in June. I have a June and now I have a July one up. I usually post them out to my social medias a couple of times at the beginning of the month. But it is pinned, I believe, to I want to say my Facebook. It's either Facebook or X. It's pinned to it. But I could send you.
Okay,
let me send it to you now so you can see it.
All right. Or I'll go to your X and take a look.
I'll just I'm going to drop it in the messenger.
Okay. Good old messenger. Bloody hell, it's 1:58. We've been here for nearly 2 hours already. Oh no, I'm gonna have to wrap this up, man. God damn, my pot's gonna come after me. Okay, yeah, I got it. I heard it coming.
All right, I just sent it to you.
Thanks, Christian. Okay, so I'm gonna switch this music off and make sure I get people's attention for those who hopefully are watching. Next week.
And Raul's already seen it. Raul, you're always welcome on too.
Well, from next week, ladies and gentlemen, Late Night Art Attack will be shifting to 6 p.m. on a Saturday evening and will become known as Madness Art Attack. At that time, it's usually my Super Saturdays draw along, and I will be shifting that to this time slot, which is 1 a.m. on a Saturday morning, late Friday night. So Super Saturday draw along will be from next week, 1 a.m. Saturday morning, and Late Night Art Attack becomes Madness Art Attack at 6 p.m. on a Saturday, starting next week with issue 51, after the auspicious 50th episode today. And got a guest in here with us. Christian, where can people, okay, but it says foresight1.com. That's where you can find Christian, otherwise known as Zappo.
Yeah, foresight11.com. That's my website.
Nice.
That's my website right there on the screen. If you go there and subscribe for free, and all the information about my Chosen One universe is on that website. Also, all my social media links are there, and any active campaigns that I'm running. I have an active pre-launch sign-up page link there. If you go over there and subscribe and sign up on there, it's for my Kickstarter campaign that's coming up in on the 15th actually of this month. It's for my next book, Addicts Unbound Fury 3, which is the last in the trilogy, but you can get all the issues there on that campaign. But if you sign up early, you get a free print by Artex with any physical tier you back. So go sign up.
Nice one. Sorted, my son. And Raul is drawing himself for the 50th celebration.
Yes, Drop Zone Gaming and the new Madness Drawstream and Raul and T drawings on YouTube.
Nice one. And why can't I find my drawing? I got let me add it to the stage. Right. I know it's just digitally coloring this. I'm Jerome Judge Hinds. Please check out my new book on Amazon, How to Draw Characters from the Thunder Zone. You can see all of my socials are Jerome Hinds Art. And I'll be back here later. Actually, there's a recorded show at 6 p.m. Super Saturday's Draw Along this week had to be recorded because my beloved homeland of England is in the quarterfinals of the World Cup, which screens at 5 p.m. Eastern, which casts with Super Saturday. So I had to record the show so I can watch the match. That's why I'm not here. Otherwise, I'll see you next week at this time slot. Don't let me get confused. This time slot next week will be my Super Saturday's Draw Along. But I'll see you, is that right? Yes, then I'll see you after that for Madness Art Attack on Saturday evening. Everybody cool? Peace.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Later.
It's late at night, nothing else is in sight. I need something to make things right. Nothing smart, maybe comic book art. Sounds good to me, let's make the start. Late night, on attack. Late night, on attack. Late night, on attack. Late night, on attack.
If you missed the live viewing of any Meg production, you can find all our content on Roku or as a member of this channel. Madness Entertainment Group.